Hello, my name is Paul Damaris, one of the instructional designers here at EP. Welcome to this module of Online Teaching Strategies, Managing and Facilitating Discussions in the Virtual Classroom. A great deal of how discussion forums are managed and/or facilitated depends on how you and your fellow faculty members view the value and role of discussion in the classroom. In the traditional view, student-to-student and student-to-instructor discussion is dumped into a vague bucket called class participation and is considered a relatively minor aspect of the course. The focus is on lecture, examinations, papers, and other tools for delivering materials and measuring student learning. Discussion is rarely central to the design of the course, and generally speaking accounts for less than 5 or 10% of a student's final grade. Quite often, this category, class participation, is used by university instructors as a catch-all category for brownie points that are used to give students who participate actively in class discussions or other activities the benefit of the doubt if their grade is a borderline AB or BC. Students who do not participate in, or even attend classes, are not directly punished for not coming or participating, so long as they perform well on the real or important assessments, like exams, quizzes, papers, and projects. There are a number of reasons for this. One is mathematical. In a 1-hour class with 20 students, if each student were to contribute a 3-minute comment to a discussion, the entire class would be consumed by a single discussion topic. In a course where lecture is the primary teaching activity, placing a high value on discussion is nearly impossible, because most students will not be able to contribute to a discussion in a meaningful way. This makes it inherently unfair to use participation as a major evaluative criterion. A second reason is even more practical. Determining the value of participation of an individual participant in a free-flowing, active, varied discussion in the classroom is very difficult. Instructors would need to track which students made which comments, evaluate those comments in reference to relevance, depth of understanding, and other criteria, then credit the comments to the correct individuals. It's just too hard for most instructors to assess student comprehension of a full range of course objectives via discussion in a live face-to-face classroom. The very real and mathematical barriers to using discussion as a means of assessing student comprehension are no longer valid in the virtual classroom. In an asynchronous online discussion, student contributions are not limited to the time available in class. There is no need to choose between delivering material via lecture and allowing students to engage with one another. You can do both. In an online discussion, all students can participate fully, reflect on their answers, and engage with both you, their instructor, and with peers on relatively equal terms. In the virtual classroom, discussion forums offer learners the opportunity to refine their thinking on core concepts. Explaining a viewpoint requires deeper, more reflective thinking than answering objective questions on an examination. It is more engaging than papers or other forms of assessment. Discussion demands students listen to peers' viewpoints, evaluate the information presented to them, and make judgments on the validity of arguments, their own and those of peers, and it forces students to think of the discussion topic in different contexts and from varied perspectives. Discussion can provide an ideal forum for evaluating a student's ability to recall critical information, put it in context, and communicate it accurately to others. To put this in context, let's consider the Socratic method. This very effective teaching technique is thousands of years old and is still used in many law schools. The Socratic method demands students present their views, defend them, and provide support for them in the face of contrary or opposing facts or views. Asynchronous discussions offer real opportunities to bring this time-tested teaching methodology back to the classroom. For these reasons, and a few others, discussion forums have become one of the most commonly used tools in online teaching. The success of an online asynchronous discussion, however, hinges greatly on two factors. The first, asking the right kinds of questions, you addressed in the online course design and development workshop. The second, good management and facilitation of the online asynchronous discussion, we will cover in detail in this module. Please go to the content section to learn more about how to facilitate successful discussions in your online classroom. Thank you for listening.